wake the streets up. Yeah, yeah, okay, wake the streets up. Okay, come on. Okay, wake the streets up. Yeah, yeah, come on, wake the streets up. Yeah, yeah, okay.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. It's your boy Chuckie, and it is time to tune in to your daily morning Boss FM news. It has been over 150 days since Breonna Taylor was killed by police officers. 150 days later, none of the officers involved have been arrested. To make matters worse, Forbes released that prosecutors in Louisville, Kentucky considered asking Breonna Taylor's ex-boyfriend to name her as a co-defendant as part of negotiations. This will have incriminated her in an alleged drug scheme. Taylor's family says that law enforcement are becoming increasingly desperate to justify the murder of Breonna Taylor. Remember, there were no drugs or money found in the home that she was killed in. Taylor was never named in the official plea deal, but Commonwealth's attorney Thomas B. Wine said that her name was included in a pre-indictment. I just feel like if they're not gonna lock these officers up, they need to not say her name. The only time Breonna Taylor's name should be brought up if it's in a court briefing locking the officers who killed her up. On a lighter note, we had some humor happening on social media over the past few days. One of the funniest things I saw was Adele rocking her Caribbean look. Yes, sis came out with Bantu knots and her Jamaican flag ready to pawn the replay. People quickly went to Twitter and made jokes and voiceovers about Adele being an island girl, and they were giving her this Caribbean accent, saying that she was whining in the next album. And it was just hilarious. It was hilarious because it was so random. Like, of course you had the people with their think pieces saying that it was cultural appropriation, things of that nature. But aside from that conversation, I thought it was hilarious. Also, the VMAs premiered this past Sunday with a lot of cool performances. Some of my favorites were Chloe and Halle and Doja Cat. Those were my favorite too. Doja Cat has been getting some backlash after being caught in the white supremacist chat rooms, but despite that, she ate. It was a great performance. 10 out of 10. The transitions were there. And Chloe and Halle, they're just so poised and like a step away from perfect. Nobody's perfect, but if you're Beyonce's prodigy, you're touching perfect. You're getting pretty close. You might not ever touch perfect, but you're gonna get close. If you're a millennial or Generation Z and you avidly use social media, I'm almost certain you know or have heard of OnlyFans. OnlyFans is a website and app that allows users to release private content to their subscribers at different monthly monetary values. OnlyFans also allows content creators to receive tips and additional funding from their subscribers. Celebrities have been dabbing in the OnlyFans pond, celebrities such as Blac Chyna, Safari, and others. Bella Thorne from Disney is catching backlash after making a whopping $2 million in less than a week. Many people whose primary income is OnlyFans are angry at Bella Thorne because after her opening week, OnlyFans have changed their rules. So the new rules are that no vendor, meaning the person who makes the content, they can no longer charge more than $50 for content, and no user, the subscribers, can tip no more than $100 now. Bella says that she is truly sorry for these new rules, but I just can't wrap my head around somebody making $2 million in a week. That's crazy. But it's the world we live in, the power of social media. Okay, so it's Tuesday, and you know that means Talented Tuesday. So this week goes to one of my favorite celebrities, and she's also the very first person I've ever seen live, Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer hosted the VMAs Sunday, making her the first black woman to host a VMA solo ever.
This is incredible. I can't believe MTV asked me to host. I don't know if I was their first choice or the only one brave enough to do it during COVID. Either way, I got the job, loves.
On top of that, she's had a very successful career, starting all the way back with Akilah and the Bee. She's a singer. She made it to primetime television when she co-hosted on Strahan and Sarah. She was in Hustlers recently. She does animated movies like Ice Age. The list goes on and on. That's why people call her Keke Keep a Job Palmer on Twitter, because she's always booked. Always. It's also been announced that she's getting a recurring role on the Proud Family reboot. She's a part of the Olay campaign, and she's just with it. I love it. If Angela Bassett ever needs a biopic, Keke Palmer has to do it because they're both beautiful and they kind of look alike. But Keke Palmer is just great, and she's just such a strong woman, and she'll always be one of my favorite celebrities. Alright guys, that's it for your Tuesday morning news. Make sure you all tune in tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. for more news updates. And don't forget to tune in later today at 8:30 p.m. for some more entertainment news with Boss FM. If you'd like to rewatch our shows, as always, they will be available for replay on the Boss FM app and all of our social media platforms. Thanks again for tuning in, y'all. It's Chuckie. Have a wonderful Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.